You know what separates a brilliant AI from one that's just frustrating? It's not magic, it's all about the blueprint. Today, we're going to break down the anatomy of a perfect AI instruction, showing you how to build that blueprint from the ground up. And trust me, it makes all the difference. It's a feeling we all know, right? That moment of frustration when an AI just doesn't get it. You ask one a question, and it's like you're living in the future. You ask another, and you might as well be talking to a brick wall. But here's the thing. What if I told you the secret isn't really in the AI model itself, but in how we talk to it? Okay, so this right here, this is the core idea we're really going to unpack. A well-crafted instruction set gives the AI the structure, the clarity it needs to actually do its job right. So let's get to it. Let's start building that blueprint one piece at a time. All right, first things first. The foundation of our entire blueprint is identity. And this is probably the most important step. Think about it. Before you can tell an AI what to do, you have to tell it who it is. This is exactly where we start. So, an AI's identity really boils down to two key things. First, its role and purpose. What's its job? Is it a helpful guide, a persuasive salesperson, or maybe something totally different? And second, its communication style and tone. What's its personality like? Is it formal and professional or super friendly and empathetic? Getting these two things right, that's the foundation for everything else. Okay, take a look at these two. On the left, we've got a support agent. The keywords here are knowledgeable, empathetic, clear. Now look at the right, a sales agent. The words are completely different. Proactive, persuasive, engaging. See that? With just a few simple words, we've created two totally distinct AI personalities. This is why defining identity first is so incredibly powerful. Okay, so our AI has an identity. It knows who it is. Now it's time to give it a job. This is the next part of our blueprint, mapping out its actions. We need to give it a really clear, step-by-step guide for what it actually needs to accomplish. Think about it. For a lead qualification agent, you can't just say, hey, go get me some leads. That won't work. You need to give it a playbook. Step 1, greet the user. Step 2, ask some qualifying questions, like, what's your budget and what's your timeline? Then, based on those answers, it makes a recommendation. And finally, it offers to connect the user with a real person. This simple workflow turns a huge, vague goal into a series of small, manageable steps. All right, so our AI has an identity and a job. We're getting there. But what about its limits? It's just as important to define what an AI shouldn't do as it is to define what it should do. We call these guardrails, and they're basically the safety features for our blueprint. Let's be real for a second. No AI is perfect. Sooner or later, it's going to run into a problem it just can't solve. A user might get frustrated, or maybe they'll ask a question that's way outside its expertise. And that's exactly why every single AI needs a safety net. And that safety net? It's a clear, simple escalation procedure. And this right here, this is the solution. You literally give the AI a pre-written escape hatch. When it gets stuck, it knows exactly what to say. And this isn't a failure, not at all. It's just smart design. It ensures a smooth handoff to a human and prevents a really frustrating experience for the user. Think of it as the AI's emergency exit ramp. Okay, so beyond just having that escape plan, you also need to set some ground rules. These are the non-negotiables. For example, always state the source. That builds trust. Never promise unreleased features. That's going to save you so many headaches down the line. Keep responses concise. That just respects the user's time. And this one is huge. Do not ask for personally identifiable information, or PII. That's absolutely crucial for privacy and security. These aren't just suggestions, you guys. They are the fundamental laws of your AI. Okay, so we've walked through the three key parts of our AI blueprint. Now let's put it all together and see what our final design actually looks like. And there you have it, our complete blueprint. It boils down to three core components. First, identity. That's the who, the role, and the tone. Then actions. That's the what, the step-by-step workflow. And finally, guardrails. Those are the limits, the escalation plan, and the hard rules. When you follow this framework, you're no longer just crossing your fingers and hoping for a good result from your AI. You are actively engineering one. So what's the big takeaway here? Well, maybe it's that building a great AI is less about being a coder and a lot more about being a great director, right? It's about creating a character, giving it a script, and setting the stage for a fantastic performance. So the real question is, what kind of director are you going to be? Definitely something to think about.